Hey there everyone, how are you? Here's your answers to the Frogs and Fleas quiz from Investigations 1 and 2, and this will be important for your unit test, which is coming up soon. So do a real good job on this aftermath. Oh, by the way, this is not going to be due. The aftermath is not going to be due until, I think I said February 25th, which is a Monday. It's 2 weeks, basically, or a week and a half from now, basically. So no worries. This is not going to be counted on this term. It'll be on next term because I won't have time to grade it. But if you need a due date, that's what the due date is. So here we go. If you've got your pen ready, we are going to go ahead and figure out how to do this inking. Let's see. Here we go. So these are the answers for you. Some of these I'm not going to give you full showing all of work, but remember you need to show your work as you do it. 1A and B, these are non-negotiable. This is very important. I'm going to put this on everything for the next few assessments because it's very important that you get to know these. Number 1, A is combined like terms. The correct answer is 3x squared minus 3x plus 6. For the second one, a lot of you are still having difficulties with this distribution. I'm hoping after we did the last homework that this will be better. You must distribute this negative in. So you need to rewrite this. Rewrite the 4x squared minus 2x plus 5. And then distribute the negative, minus 3x minus 1. Then when you combine like terms, you get 4x squared minus 5x plus 6. Again, comes, oops, I did not do that well. I can't believe I just did that. See, that I did exactly what I just told you not to do. See, this negative multiplied times this negative gives you a positive 1. I was going way too fast, and that's what you guys do too. See, I just demonstrated what not to do. Go you. Okay, so let's keep going here. 2A, the ones that are quadratic are here, here, and here. This one is not, because if you simplify this you get 2x plus 5. That is not quadratic. You need to say a couple of things. You have to say that the squared term must be the highest degree, and you also could say that when it looks like this, when it's in factored form, the two factors need to be linear factors. Or the other thing you could say is when it's in factored form, if you distribute it, you'd have the highest term would be x squared. That would work too. Letter B, when you draw the graph, it is a parabola. And it looks like this. Oops, I didn't do a very good job. There we go. You should not have them end up being parallel. If you make a horseshoe like that, well, that's not very good either. Can I try that again? A lot of you did a pretty good job, but you had it looking like this. It does not end up parallel, see? So that is not the way to go. Okay, simplify each. I'm just going to give you the correct answers, and you can check in and see if you need any help with these. Let me know. I was surprised the number of you that had difficulty with this section. So look at that really carefully. Make sure that you can distribute because I'm a little bit concerned that this was hard. 3A is negative 3x minus 12. 3B is 2r squared plus 18r. A lot of you forgot the r here. Letter C is x squared plus 9x plus 20. Again, show your work. Letter D is 2y squared plus 9y plus 18. I left out the middle steps for these, and I will for the next couple. So I'm just going to give you the answers to these, but you need to make sure you show your work. Letter E is 6k minus 14. Now this one, remember I warned you about this. Remember we did a whole worksheet on this, and I told you it was going to be on here. So if you missed this one, that means you did not study well enough. Remember this is c plus 3 and c plus 3. Then you distribute, and it comes out to c squared plus 6c plus 9. So that's kind of an important one. I guarantee you'll see that on the unit test. Okay, you're factoring. These went really well for a lot of you. There's a couple that were hard, and they were hard on purpose. A is a plus 5, a plus 6. B is k minus 7, k minus 3. C is b plus 3, b minus 2. Some of you had sign difficulties. Be very careful. For example, notice that this is multiplied to be a negative 6. So positive 3 times negative 2 is a negative 6. Some of you had two negatives there or two positives. Be real careful. You've got to watch that. And the sign has to match the middle term as well. This one is y minus 8 and y plus 5. Letter E is a difference of two squares. So remember that's when it's x plus 4, x minus 4. I was surprised that this one didn't go any better than it did. A lot of you had trouble with that one. F was not that bad. I know we did a couple like this. Remember the variables, the rules don't change just because it's more complicated. So a squared is a and a. 25b squared is 5b and 5b. So then what happens is your middle term gives you an automatic ab, which is what you're looking for here. So you put plus signs in there, then it comes out to be 10ab. And then if you wanted to, you could rewrite this as a plus 5b. Whoops, lost it. Forgot my b. A plus 5B squared. So either one of those would be acceptable for me. If you have trouble understanding any of that factoring, please let me know. Okay, I was incredibly pleased with this one. You guys did a wonderful job. You weren't confused by this. You remember doing it. I've given this to honors classes in the past who have looked at it and said, I don't know what you're talking about. And you did great. I was very, very proud of you. So there's a couple ways you could have done it. So just start factoring. If you said k plus 4 and k plus 3 to make 12, then the insides and the outsides would give you 7k. So, I'm sorry, that's not a k. See, I need to stop that. Hold on a second here. Those are not k's. Can I start again, please? Thanks. You guys are very patient with me. Whoops, didn't mean to do that. Sorry. Okay. So, those are x's. So it would be x plus 4, x plus 3. So it would be 4x and 3x. So when you add those, you get 7x. So therefore, if that's the same as kx, then therefore k equals 7. But that's not the only way you could have factored. You could have put in negative 4 and negative 3, or 2 and 6, or negative 2 and negative 6, or 12 and 1. So really there's, let's see, there are 6 different answers you could have had. You could have a k equals 7, k equals 8, k equals negative 7, k equals negative 8, and then you could have had 13 and negative 13. So if you gave me one, I only said at least one. So if you gave me one, you got full credit. If you gave me more than one, you got a couple points extra credit, 1 or 2 points of extra credit. So good for you. 6, we are going to continue to evaluate because you must be good at this. Letter A is 18. Please show your work. Letter B is 1. If you do not show your work with this correct answer, I will not give you credit on your corrections. Okay, so 18, 1, and 9 are the correct answers for those. So please, oh, this was a hard one for this one. See where it says negative A? That means do the opposite of A. So if A is already negative 3, then negative A would be positive 3. A lot of you just ignored one of the negatives. Can't do that. 7 was a little bit tricky, but I meant it that way. 1/2 squared is 1/4. 4 times 1/2 is negative 2. So you should end up with 1/4 minus 2. A lot of you could not do that. If you can think about it and look at a number line and say, well, if I'm at 1/4 and go back 2 and see that you get to negative 1 3/4, that's great. If you have trouble with that, look, you can make a common denominator. So that would be 4. So multiply by 4 and by 4, so that would be 1 minus 8. So that would be negative 7/4. So that would be all right too. Either one is fine, but you should be able to do that. Again, show these extra steps in here. And the extra credit, all you needed to do was divide each one of these, and the correct answer ends up being, I think it's A plus B plus C. Yeah, it is. Okay. So again, if you have difficulties, please let me know right away. If you got below a 70, you are permitted to retake this, and I'll have that ready for you soon. So please come for help, and we'll talk soon. Thanks, guys. Until next time, talk to you later. Bye.